Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Luna verified dead Finn is baffled by Lee's leave of absence. After John Finnegan was perplexed by Lee Finnegan's leave of absence, Luna Nozawa was proven to be alive on screen, according to the bold and the beautiful. Lee was carrying a large package of items when Finn stopped her as she passed the hospital. Finn was perplexed by the news because it was so different from his mother's behavior. Lee said she had packed things because she was taking a leave of absence. Lee pretended that she needed some time to contemplate everything that had transpired with Luna and Papi Nozawa prior to that, even though she is often a workaholic. The topic of Steffi Forrester spending some time away with the children came up. Finn knew they would return, but he would miss them. But Finn couldn't help but reflect on how Luna nearly prevented him from ever seeing his wife again. Lee finally stated that she needed to take care of something, and that it should have been done a long time ago after Finn continued to grill her about her leave of absence. In the following episode, Lee traveled to the place where she had Luna hidden in a hospital bed. Lee pulled back the curtain to show Luna and pushed a few buttons on the medical equipment she was connected to after taking the goods out of her box. Eric Forrester, Ridge Forrester, and Brooke Logan celebrated their arrival in Naples with a rooftop welcome party. Nick met with a man in the meanwhile to discuss the boat he would need for his next trip with Brooke. Nick was assured that the boat would be ready in time, even though a mechanic named Luigi was tinkering with the steering wheel and working on the hydraulics. After a while, Nick found Brooke and greeted her with a hearty Italian hello. Nick declared it a date and kissed Brooke while Eric scowled close by because Brooke had agreed to have some fun with him during this trip. Donna Logan and Taylor Hayes discussed how much they missed Ridge and Eric now that they were in Italy at the Forrester mansion. Taylor believed Nick could be a viable alternative for Brooke, but Donna ended up stating that Ridge was the only guy who truly made her happy. Taylor emphasized that Ridge was taken and stated that it was too bad that Nick wasn't Brooke's first choice, despite Donna's observation to the contrary. Stay tuned for updates on how Taylor will be affected by Ridge and Brooke's impending reunion, as spoilers for the bold and the beautiful indicate that she may experience some grief in the future. Liam's recovery was a fake, and Grace's medical scam took a sinister turn. Is he still dying too? Spoilers for the bold and the beautiful hint that in the upcoming weeks, Dr. Grace Buckingham's medical swindle will take a sinister turn. Grace informed Bill Spencer that Liam Spencer's brain tumor had been cured by his life-saving surgery. However, according to the most recent spoilers, it might be the biggest deception ever. Steffi Forrester and Bill, I hope Liam and Logan are thrilled by the most recent brain scans. He no longer has a tumor. Seems to have never been. Finnegan, John Finn, is dubious. He admits that Liam seems to be cured, but he is unable to provide a medical explanation. He is still committed to looking into Grace's surgery to make sure Liam has no problems. Bridget Forrester meets with Finn to discuss Liam's case. Bridget explains what they know, according to teasers for the bold and the beautiful. Liam was dying, Grace knew a specialist, extorted money from Bill, and Liam is now cured. Too good to be true, it appears. Bridget questions whether Grace hired a faculty member with a license. The idea of a medical faculty operating on a man who has just recovered from a gunshot wound appears dubious. Finn suspects that there is a problem with the procedure. To put it mildly, it was unsettling that Grace wrote Liam's prescriptions and filled them herself. Her concern for Liam's health after he was admitted to the hospital following Luna Nozawa's shooting was the true red flag for Finn. Her concern in taking care of him seemed odd. According to spoilers for the bold and the beautiful, Finn asks Bridget if she has seen Grace since Liam's surgery. She stops and acknowledges that Grace hasn't been in the hospital. Given that Grace is overburdened with patients, Finn finds that strange. She doesn't usually abandon her patients when they are in need. According to teasers for the bold and the beautiful, Finn ultimately finds out that Liam's tumor is not only still present, but is also expanding after seeing his actual brain scans. In order to extract the $1 million payout, Grace deceived Liam and his family. She was aware that Bill would refuse to pay the $1 million payment if they found out that his tumor was incurable. Finn will probably devise a treatment plan to save Liam's life after learning the truth. Grace will most likely be punished by Bill or sent to prison. But it turns out that Grace's time is running out. When Dollar Bill finds out about her fraud and her falsehood about Liam, He would be furious like a father trying to save his son, thus she should be guarding her back. Do you believe Liam's tumor was indeed cured, B&B fans? Italy drama, Rich cornered, Eric's intentions. There will be spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Fans should anticipate that Eric Forrester will be transparent about his objectives. Rich Forrester is forced to choose as a result. Additionally, the fashion show goes on, but there are hints of drama and issues. Let's discuss what will happen in the upcoming episode of the CBS soap opera, as you continue reading. First, let's talk about Eric, who has been working to bring Bridge back together. Rich has made the decision to wed Taylor Hayes at this time. Despite his apparent desire for Brooke Logan, Rich committed to Taylor. Given that hurting Taylor's heart previously resulted in a medical problem, Rich might be too scared to disappoint her now. Anyway, Eric is clear about what he intends to do. Rich will tell his father to get out of his romantic life once more. Additionally, it is hinted that Rich will have to choose a choice after Eric. Rich has already made up his mind, so it's not like he's confused. Now several times. But Eric wants Rich to make a decision once more. Eric probably has a plan in place to ensure that Rich is unable to refuse Brooke any longer. However, that is a major betrayal to Taylor. According to spoilers for tomorrow's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, Nick Marone intends to pop the question to Brooke. The boat is still under construction though. Nick advised the man to move quickly because he had somewhere to be. I wonder if Eric ruins the boat in any way, making it more difficult for Nick to reach Brooke. Additionally, there is a hint that the fashion show will be dramatic. Fans are aware that Brooke wore a stunning bridal gown at the most recent fashion show, which Eric arranged. Ridge was undoubtedly in awe of the blonde and couldn't take his eyes off of her. Ridge is aware, however, that he committed to Taylor. Taylor then happened to see that moment. There might also be some moments with Luna Nozawa and Lee Finnegan. Lee was suspected of fabricating Luna's death in order to fix her. But what happens if the truth is eventually revealed? Is redemption ever possible for Lee? Lee has a huge secret and Nick has a ring. Ridge, when Brooke and Eric arrived in Italy, they were welcomed with a little celebration at the hotel. In the distance, Ridge couldn't help but spot a Marone shipping boat, and the name itself infuriated him. Oh no. His mood was so badly damaged that he left the party, leaving Brooke and Eric to handle all the mingling and socializing alone. Nick is also in Italy. Checking in on his boat and making sure it was prepared for big plans was his first stop. Those plans? They come with a gorgeous diamond ring though. Nick was beaming as the dock manager provided him advice on how to make his date even more memorable. As long as the dock workers got his boat rolling, he was certain that he wouldn't be able to win Brooke over. In order to spend some time with his lady love, Nick's next destination was the party. In addition to inviting her on a romantic date, they shared a kiss at that very moment. Everything was in plain sight of Eric. And no, that passionate lip lock did not make Eric happy. Donna and Taylor got along well while chit-chatting about how much they missed their guys back in Los Angeles. They had aspirations of traveling to Italy with their friends, but this is a work trip, so whatever. In any case, Ridge and Eric most likely wouldn't have time for them. However, Taylor questioned whether Nick would be interfering with the work trip because he also has business there. When Donna learned that Nick was attempting to court Brooke and wasn't merely back, she was taken aback. Although Taylor thought it was fantastic, Donna pointed out that Taylor was engaged to Brooke, and that there was only one man in his 8 billion person planet who could make him happy. Taylor had no doubt that Nick would bring Brooke the same joy. He can do it again since he has done it before. Taylor really mentioned how ideal Nick is for Donna's beloved sister. Finn called his mother into his office after spying on her in the hospital hallway. She informed Finn that she was taking a leave of absence while lugging a box of items from her desk. Like Steffi, she claimed that after all the drama with Luna, she needed a vacation. Lee continued to tell her narrative while Finn pressed for a more in-depth response. She simply needs time to relax and take it all in. Take a deep breath, go to bed, travel, or read a book. Finn concurred that his wife needed a break when Lee mentioned Steffi's vacation. Even though he is sad that his daughter is no longer with him, he cannot forget what Luna did to his wife and the devastation she left behind. After all of the stress, they all deserve some time to relax and heal. Lee encouraged Finn to have a little self-care too. He is the one who deserves it the most. The real reason Lee was leaving the hospital in the dust was revealed later. She was reciting history at home. Recall the moment she declared Finn dead and took him away to see to his medical needs? Indeed, she's doing the same with Luna, though.